What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, coming back to SiM. Yes, indeed. SiM Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from David, I guess it's Hayes. That's the only thing I can think of. David Hayes. And David wanted to see me react to this song by SiM called Killing Me. Now, have I heard this song before? Full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have. I've done a reaction to this song already. It's back there somewhere on the channel, but I know for a fact I've done a reaction to this already. Now, from what I understand, this is a live performance. So, full disclosure, full transparency, not trying to hide anything here. I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. If you want to know what I thought about the song, go back and watch the reaction that I did to the song already, and you'll hear what I thought about the song. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance, the visual performance. That's really all that's going to matter here. I will take how well they play the song in a live performance into account very slightly. Like, we're talking maybe 2% of the entire score. But for the most part, it's going to be about what we see, not what we hear. So please keep that in mind. Let's see. This was posted by Kai J Rockfest, okay? And the video has 471,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. SiM Killing Me. I wish they had put a space there. It would have been nice. SiM Killing Me. Not sure what that says. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Not taking the song into account here, okay? The song has absolutely no bearing on my reaction whatsoever, or on my evaluation, or on my score. Basing everything on the live visuals, I gotta say, I think they've checked off all the boxes already. Let's go on the checklist. Let's see if I'm right. Stage presence. Yep, they got that. Stage energy. Definitely, without question. Stage interaction. I saw a couple of times where the guitar player turned around and interacted with the drummer, so that counts. It does count. Crowd interaction. Yep, check, without question. Showmanship. Check, without question. Production. That's the one question mark. I'm not sure about the lighting. I don't think the lighting was programmed to go with the song, and plus it's still daylight out. It's not like you can really see it anyway. So production, I don't know if I can give that one the check, but it's okay. Production's just bonus points anyway, unless your live show relies on production. Like if you're I like to call it a production-based band, then your production better be on point. But these guys have never struck me as a production-based band. So, no, they got the most important 5. So, I have a good feeling about this review. I already do. And we still got another minute and 47 seconds to go. So, now all they got to do is just keep sharpening the saw. Just keep sharpening the saw. Keep it sharp. Don't let it go dull. And we're going to have a really nice review and evaluation. So let's hope for the best here. Talking to the crowd. Almost like he told them to get down, and they did. Yeah, I don't think they have anything to worry about when it comes to my evaluation and my review of their live show. I think we're going to be just fine. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was SiM with Killing Me. This was a request from David Hayes. Heijs. I'm hoping that J is a Nordic J. So Hayes, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. All right. Before I get my score, I just need to reiterate this because this is really important. I really hope people are listening and paying attention. I've already done a reaction to this song before, okay? So that it's back there somewhere on the channel. If you have not seen it yet, go check it out. See what I thought about the song, okay? If you want to know. I am basing my evaluation, my review, and my score completely on the visuals, the live performance, okay? I am taking how well they did play the song into account very slightly, like seriously, 2% of the score is going to be based on that. The other 98% is going to be based on what they did visually, okay? And I really hope everybody hears me say that, because I'm about to give this score, and when I do give the score, some eyebrows are going to be raised. I guarantee you eyebrows are going to be raised. And if you did not listen to me, you're going to have, there's a really good possibility you may try to jump on me, and you're going to end up looking really foolish when I refer you back to the disclaimer again, just because you chose not to listen. So, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I'm wrong. And hopefully, we won't have any instances of that happening. But we always do. We always do. There has not been a single time where I've done a reaction like this where somebody, at least one person, did not listen to my disclaimer, and then I have to go and I have to correct them. So I really hope it doesn't happen this time. I hope this is the first time I don't have to correct anybody, but I doubt it. But in any case, let's get to the score, and let's see how many eyebrows get raised. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that live performance. Yes, live performance. I'm going to give it an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.3. What does that mean? Well, an 8.3 would translate to a great skill rating, because overall, I think this was a great live show. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.3, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Haha! So glad you asked. It was fun to watch, man. It was. From the moment they started, they let it be known that they were there to entertain. They let it be known that they were there to dominate the stage, and they were there to, put on the very best show they possibly could. You could see it. You could hear it. Mostly see it in their body language, their presentation, how they presented themselves. You could tell. Before the song even started, you could tell we were going to be in for a great ride, and we absolutely were. Going down the checklist, we already did. We checked off all 5 boxes. The only box we didn't check off was production. But like I've always said, production, it's bonus points. It really is. If you have production, hey, that's great. That's awesome. If you don't have production, it's not the end of the world, unless you're a production-based band. There are a lot of bands out there who rely on their production to put on their stage show for them. Well, if that's the case, then your production better be on point, okay? It better not be lacking. But that's not these guys. These guys bring the show themselves. Stage energy, the stage interaction, the crowd interaction, the showmanship, the stage presence. It was all there. All there from start to finish. They checked off all the boxes within the first 30 seconds. Let's be honest here. I saw all 5 boxes checked within the first 30 seconds. And the remainder of the video was just them sharpening the saw over and over and over again. Now, there were some, in particular there was one checkbox that I really feel could have been sharpened more. I only saw this happen twice, and it was very subtle. And it was the same 2 guys. The guitar player turned around and interacted with the drummer 2 times. That was the only stage interaction. Now, did we have stage interaction? Yes, we did. It absolutely got the check. It got the check. But they sharpened the saw so much on everything else. The stage presence, the stage energy, the crowd interaction, the showmanship. Those just got sharpened and resharpened and resharpened and resharpened. And we only had 2 small instances of of stage interaction. If we had a couple more instances of stage, I'm not saying the entire show, but it would have been nice if we had seen the bass player interact with the lead vocalist, or the lead vocalist interact with the guitarist. It would have been nice if we had seen somebody up at the front interact with somebody up at the front rather than in the back. I don't get me wrong, I appreciate it when people do take the time to interact with the drummer, because the drummer can get bored back there, you know? He can feel a little left out and a little neglected and a little ignored. So I understand. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad that they did interact with the drummer. Would have been nice if they had taken some of that interaction and brought it up to the front of the stage, front and center, so everybody in the audience could see it and not just do it subtly in the background. You know what I mean? If they had done that, if they had done at least one or two instances of stage interaction up at the front, there is a very strong possibility that we might have ended up in the 9s. We would have been in the low 9s. It would have been low 9s, but there's a chance we would have ended up there. More than likely, though, we would have been up in the high 8s, like 8.8, 8.9 possibly. But it depends. It depends on how well the stage interaction was done. There's a chance we would have ended up in the 9s. There is a possibility. So, but in any case, they got everything else. They sharpened the saw repeatedly on the other 4 boxes. So yeah, 8.3. It's a great score for what I feel was a great live show. And yeah, I did give it a little tiny bump up for how well they played the song in the live setting. They definitely brought the song out too. It sounded good. It sounded powerful. It sounded big to match their live show. It fit. It definitely fit what was happening visually. So yeah, 8.3. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.3, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.